We are going to talk about some marketing strategy for local service business that it's really relevant for you use into your digital marketing strategy, because it doesn't matter if you have all of the money in the world. If you are spending it in the wrong way, you have to spend your money, your wet and worth money into strategies and with some resource that's going to be relevant to your local service business for you get more results. Or in the other case, if you have just one small business, you live into a small town and you wanted to get more leads, you wanted to get more sales, but you don't know how you are going to do this, you don't know the strategy that you're going to make it, you don't know what type of resources, some tips that you have to pay attention about it. I don't know. Let's go imagine a situation that you don't know nothing about it and you wanted to improve your company, you wanted to get more sales, you wanted to improve your revenue, you wanted to increase your company, and the internet is just the perfect place to your business. And I'm going to talk about in this video some marketing strategy for local business that you must do right now. So if you like this video, please stay with me and you will not regret it. Okay, so let's go. The first thing that we have to talk about into local service business is the phone call retargeting. When we talk about local business, it's really common for you to get new customers into a lot of different places. I mean, you can get potential customers in your Facebook, Instagram, website, email, and phone calls. But phone call is really relevant because it's the perfect moment that you can really create one human connection to your audience. So this is something that it's really relevant for you to understand more about it. And don't treat phone call the same way as you're going to treat message or email acquisition. You have to treat phone calls as the top one, the tier one of marketing strategies for you get more sales. That is going to be way more relevant. So how does it work phone call retargeting? You're going to receive the phone calls, but for some reason you were not able to answer to get that phone call, and then you wanted to reach out that person who just made the phone call. You can use some softwares that you can just track all of the numbers of people that try to get in contact with you, and then you will be able to get back the contact with that person. You can use one software which called What's Convert, that it's going to make you be able to manage those phone calls that you didn't answer back, and you're going to be able to record all of your phone calls. And this is really relevant because you can use that recording to train it, to pass that information to your sales representative, and you can do a lot of strategies using that type of feature. So I really recommend you to get one good phone call retargeting, use What's Converts, because it's going to be relevant to your business to manage those phone calls, and then you will be able to be taking that advantage of those leads. So be careful, use that phone call retargeting strategy because you will not regret it. And the second thing that we're going to talk about is multiple acquisition channels. When we're going to talk about local service business, we only talk about Google Ads if you have a specific type of services, such as service related to remodeling, construction, and real estate maybe. You can think this is relevant to use Google Ads, or on the other hand, you can try to just use Facebook Ads. But you have to think about it and you have to use all of them. And that's the truth about it, because in some cases Google Ads is going to be really expensive for you get leads. It's going to be really complex for you manage those leads and for you be more strategic about it, because Google Ads, when you're going to use search campaigns, you have to take more time to get the learn of the machine, and then it will be able to get more leads, to convert and etc. So it takes some time for you get results on Google Ads. But on the other hand, if you have a lot of creativity, you can use Facebook Ads strategy to get those leads into a different way. You can use image, you can use videos, you can be more strategic and more persuasive about it than you would do using Google, but you can just make it right using Facebook. You have to think about using Facebook with Google Ads, and then you have to use a lot of resources. You have to put your business on the map using, for example, Google My Business. You can try to use the Google feature called Google Local Service Ads that is only specifically made for local service business, which will make your company be able to have one account that's going to be verified by Google, and you're going to be able to make phone calls that is going to be way more relevant than usual phone calls. So you have to think about getting a lot of multiple acquisition channels to improve your prospection area on the internet, and then if you have one bad week using Google Ads, but you will be able to get more leads on Facebook Ads, and then you will be able to just manage, to just control, to just taking over all of those things. In the first week, you can get a lot of good results using Google Ads, but for the next week, this may not happen. So what can you do? You can just use Facebook Ads, but when you're using those two platforms in this example at the same time, it's going to be one week that is going to be more relevant using Facebook, and the other week is going to be more relevant using Google Ads. You're going to be able to use both of those two softwares going to combine, and then you're going to get more money. But you have to be careful about it, because if you really don't have so much budget, I mean, if you don't have budget to spend $50 on Google and $30 to $20 on Facebook, and you don't have that budget to manage those same campaigns to your company, you will be making a big mistake, because you really have to think about the first one, and then you will be able to get more results. But if you just have one small budget, you have a little bit more than just 15, 20, you can be able to use both, and that's going to be great. Also, you can use, as I said before, Google Local Service Ads. You can try to only upload Google My Business specific campaigns. You have to try everything that's going to be relevant to your business. Don't try to be too focused on only one, because the other, if you use the right way, can get a lot of results. The third thing that I'm going to talk about is digital marketing funnel. It's really relevant for you understand your customer's behavior, to understand what is he really doing and how does he want to get in contact to your business, for you be able to provide the perfect digital marketing strategy to your business. Imagine this situation. You have one restaurant and the lead wanted to make one phone call, but he can't see the phone number in your website, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. He can just reach out your company by filling up a form. This doesn't make any sense. You have, on this situation, be open to receive and to answer phone calls, because when you're going to focus only to one strategy or into one type of way for the potential customer getting contact to your business, this is a big fat mistake. It's not something that it's going to make you not getting leads. You're not going to get results at all. You have to think about, be more open into that type of strategy. You have to understand more about your customer behavior, and then you have to create one funnel which are going to get the attention of their leads. They're going to fill up the form or to get in contact with your company based on their behavior, and not as the way that you think that it's gonna be. And this is something that it's really interesting, because a lot of entrepreneurs, they really wanted to the potential customers do one thing, but actually the potential customers do the other. So what is the thing about it? The thing is that we can control their behavior. We have to just adapt and to change ourselves to be open to receive those phone calls, those leads. So this is something that it's really interesting for you to be more smart on those type of things, because when you're going to get this lead, you're going to get more results, and the marketing funnel is going to be just 50% of relevance of your results. So you have to be careful about it. Imagine one situation that you have one real estate company and you wanted to get more sales to your house. And you cannot just make one phone call. It's impossible for you to get one lead only for phone call. You have to get one big fat form with a lot of specific information that the person has to provide to your company, and then you will be able to get in contact with them. So into the situation of restaurants, it's really common for you to be open to receive phone calls, but on the other hand, when you're talking about real estate, you have to use form. Which one's better? I mean, both are good, but they have specific way, they have specific thing, they are into a specific context and situation that you have to be careful about it. So understand more about your customer behavior. You can do some market study to understand the behavior. You can see what your competitors are doing for you, understand more their behavior, and then see which funnel they are using. So digital marketing funnel is one of the things that is relevant. You cannot just upload one Facebook or Google Ads campaign waiting to get leads, because it's way more complex than it was before, and now you have to be professional. You have to be accurate about what you are really doing and what do you really want to get more results. And the fourth thing about it is for you to transfer your authority on social media. This is something that it's really insane, because when we're talking about transfer your authority on social media, we are not just talking about you say your history, you say how good you are. You have to be really smart and to make the content, to make your business around your strong points. If you have a company which you have more than 20 years of experience, you have to put that into your website, you have to put that in your social media. but you have to be at the same time really careful for you don't be so much cocky about it. And for you use your authority into a strategic and smart way, it's something that it's really interesting because it's not going to be so simple as you think it is. It's going to be really interesting because when you just know how to use your authority, your experience in your ads, in your marketing, you don't have to use some basic stuff such as promotion and discounts and promotional package and whatever. You can just be professional. The biggest thing about you have one good business here in USA, it's when you're professional and you have one fair price, everybody will pay for it. They don't care about the discount, and if you try to get one big discount, they will see you into a bad way. They will think that you can just be a scammer. They can think that you can just not a good person. They are not professional enough, and then your authority just go down below. And you have to be careful about it. When we are talking about first impressions and you're not making this right, it will way more harder than you think for you get the connection back, for you see into a good way again. So you have to understand more about those things for you understand that type of behavior and to get more results. Authority, it's way more reliable, it's way more easy to sell than discount in low price. Trust me on this and you will not regret it. I hope that you like this video. Please leave a comment here below, see what you like it and what do you want to see for my next video, and see you.